I'm Melissa from Melissa's Creations, and today I'm going to make a project that I'm going to give to some of my customers that come to my catalog launch party on June 18th. These are some of the older ink colors. I have a ton of retiring items, so I wanted to, well actually, these items here have been retired for a while, but I have a lot of other retired items, so I'm probably going to mix and match and do a couple different things. But I wanted to make a wish list board for the customers that come to my catalog launch party. So these are just a few of the materials I'm going to use. I have a scrap of, it's just a piece of cardboard. It's actually a mac and cheese container from Trader Joe's. But I cut that down to size, and this measures 3 1/4 by 7. I printed off some wish lists from the Stampin' Up website, the demonstrator site, and I cut all of the excess off so that it would fit onto my cardboard. And then I cut a piece of designer series paper to measure 7 by 8. And on the 7-inch side, on one side I scored a 1/2 inch, and then on the 8 side I scored a 1/2 inch on either edge here. So I'm going to start by snipping out the corners. And when I do the corners, I want to do it at a slight mitered angle so that when I fold and glue this down to my cardboard, it lays nice and flat and there's not a lot of extra bulk in the corners. So, slight angle there. And I'm going to very gently fold where I scored and lightly crease it with the bone folder. You don't want to score it or crease it too hard because it will rip right through your paper. So I'm just doing very light scores, creases. So there's just the three edges there. And the first thing I'm going to do is grab some Tombow and get my piece of cardboard out. And I'm going to put some Tombow right here on the side flap. And I'm going to put that right up against my fold. And we'll fold that over and stick it down. And with the Tombow, you do want to give it a second so it gets a good stick. Okay, so now I'll open it up and I'll put some Tombow on the cardboard piece to glue that down. And again, give it a second so it can kind of catch up with itself. All right, now I'm going to fold this over onto itself so that I know where my fold line is going to be. I'm just very gently creasing it because when I turn it over, it's not going to come all the way to the edge, and I didn't want it to because I wanted it to have a little bit of, I didn't want it to fold over when you're looking at it on the right side. So I'm creasing that gently. And before I glue that part down, I want to come back with my snips again, and I'm going to miter out right along that fold line there that I just created. Okay. So now, oh, and you can also get rid of these bits here. All right, so now we can glue this down and put a little bit more along there. I may have gotten out of the lines just slightly, but it's okay because I can take it off with my, as soon as it dries, I'll just take it off with my adhesive remover. Okay, give that a second. And there's just a tad bit overhang right here, so I'm gonna just trim that just a bit so that this will fold over and sit nicely. Okay, so now some Tombow on the edge here and here. And again, you don't want too much or else it will splooge out the side. Okay, give that a second to adhere to this side. And you can come in and get that extra glue off before it dries too if you want with a fingernail. And then we'll just put that on a scrap piece of paper here. Okay, looking good so far. So there's the start. We have our cardboard covered. Now I'm going to bring in my wish list, figure out where I want that. And I do want it a little bit lower because I'm going to put some embellishments up here at the top. So I'm just going to take some snail and I'm going to run that right across the top so that it sticks down. You can put multiple sheets of paper on here and then they can just tear them off or as they use them, or they can save them to see what's on their list. So what I would do is I would just snail one page on top of another so that I have it all here. You could also probably put a staple through it, but I don't want the staple to show up on the back. All right, we're going to add a wee bit of ribbon, and I'm going to actually put this all the way around and have it meet on the front. So I'm going to grab some fast fuse just so I can tack that down on the front here. And I'm kind of actually covering up the wish list part, which is okay. They know what it is. You could probably just chop that all off if you wanted to as well. And you could put it up higher so that it covers your seam there too, but I'm going a little quick and it doesn't really matter to me too much. Whoops. Okay, and then I just put a tiny bit in the back to tack it down. And then I'll see where it comes round to, which is about right there. Tack that down to meet. It's a little crooked in the back, but that's okay. Cut off the extra. And now I'm going to assemble the flowers that I cut out. These are cut out from the Flower Patch stamp set and the Flower Fair framelits dies. So I stamped these in Strawberry Slush, which is one of the retired colors. And I did a full color ink, and then I did just without re-inking, I stamped again. So we have these two different florally tones here. And then with the 1/2 inch circle punch, I punched out of the baked brown sugar cardstock. So I'm going to take a couple glue dots here, and I'm going to put the baked brown sugar circle in the middle of my flower. And I think I'm probably only going to use one of these flowers on here. We'll see how it looks when we get it all together. And then I'll take this, put one in the middle there, and then I'm going to stagger this between the petals. Like that. And we'll do this one. I just joined a new Stampin' Up group on Facebook for demonstrators, and there was somebody on there that did something pretty much just like this. I didn't get a really good look at it, but it gave me an idea of what I could do to give wish lists to people at the party that was just a little bit different. So now I'm just coming in with a Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to color in those petals. Just to give it a little bit of glittery shimmeriness. It's just so pretty. I love this. One of my new favorite tools. You've seen me use it probably in a few other videos too since I got it. Took me long enough to get one too. I don't know why. I just wasn't sure about it until I got it myself and saw what it could do and how pretty it was. And one more here. Okay. So now we will see what those look like, if we want 2 or just 1. 2 is kind of cute, isn't it? And they can jump off a little bit. I'm going to kind of stagger them, one higher than the other. All right, so I'm going to take some dimensionals and pop those up. That one up here. Uh-oh. And put this one maybe like this. Okay. Now I'm going to take some rhinestones. I'm just going to put 1 stone in the middle of each flower just because that little blingy blingy pop is my favorite. All right, and there we have a super cute custom, knocking my stuff over, super cute custom wish list that people can use at the party and take home as a little favor when they're done. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, please subscribe to my channel so that you can be informed when I post new videos. If you wanted to get some supplies on my Stampin' Up shop, melissascreations.stampinup.net, click on Shop Now. If you copy that hostess code on the main page and put it in your shopping bag when you check out, you will get half off your shipping on your next order. That's something that I am doing. It's not a regular Stampin' Up promotion. So if you want more details, just go ahead and contact me at the email address on the screen, or you can visit my blog and see some more videos and some other great projects that I've done. Thanks for watching.